When we left off, the group had just reached the end of the road, as it were. They'd come across a bronze container of some sort, massive in size, or at least one of the walls of that container. And whatever was in it put a dent in it from inside and screamed the name Fairchild. In so doing, all of the tools that had been on the dissection and vivisection and mortuary tables lining the part of the corridor they were in clattered to the floor, awakening the twisted and only vaguely still human experiments, we could say, that were in the tubes and terrariums and glass-lined cages all around them. Eyes snapped open to either side of them. And that was where the curtain had fallen, so that is where the curtain is rising. There's no real shape to the dent. It's not like a giant hand or foot or skull or anything. It's just a distended area where something struck with tremendous force into a rather sturdy metal, all things considered, at least when it comes to being hit by natural creatures. What's everybody's reaction? That's an
Trying to figure
appropriate
out.
reaction.
Um, Alexandria pulls.
Pulls her
She's
gun.
holding her gun out, but not firing.
Okay.
Juliet, still white knuckling the spear.
Mm-hmm.
And is kind of just frozen in place for now.
Okay.
Like, there's no real thing to do. What do we do with this? I'm also terrified.
Solace.
Walk up to the brass container, close my fists, and start pounding on it rhythmically, like I'm playing a song on a
I was gonna say
on a gong.
it sounds almost like kettle drums
Yep.
as you ding 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 on it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And Xander.
Oh, ding 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 ding. Yeah, it's the start. Oh, what's the rush? The rush sound. There's actually one that starts with ding 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 ding. Yeah, that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't
You
remember the
said
name
it
of it, but
was spherical in shape, correct?
as far as you can see, yes, a lot of it is still shrouded in darkness, and it seems quite large.
Well, we're gonna find out just how large is, because we're gonna see what might be on the other side of this thing.
Okay. And how are we going to do that?
We're gonna start running around,
Yeah.
like running around the sphere.
It's YYZ, by the way.
Oh,
I had
YYZ.
to
Oh,
let
it is
I had to let
YYZ.
it play in my head until we got to the.
Okay. So Xander starts trying to run around the sphere.
135 streams. Holy shit. Sorry to interrupt. 135 stream streak.
Woo! What a sweat. I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
The odd thing is that the things behind the glass aren't hammering at the glass. They're not even really clawing at the glass, but they're all pressing close to it. Um, Obviously, not all of them have the same number of eyes or in the same places, but their attention is firmly locked on the group. Some following Xander, some following Alex, some following Juliet, some following Saul. At least for a few moments before they all look up towards the top of the sphere. And that's when you hear the
Zoom is blocking that out completely. We can see
Oh.
you clapping, but there's no
Oh.
sound.
Is that better? Is that working?
No.
No,
You have
Zoom
you
just
would
doesn't like
actually-
clapping.
You would actually have to go into the Zoom sound settings and put it on musician settings, and then
Yeah.
it will pick up every sound in your house. So,
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Just you heard clapping,
yeah.
and light flares from above. The top of the contraption container, the giant bronze sphere, is somewhat flat. It's not as much of a curve as the sides of this thing are. It's almost like somebody took the legs off a giant cauldron made of bronze and just put it on the ground. You can see tubes and valves and nozzles and other things sticking out of the sides of it, sticking into the top of it, but only from about the top half. And standing atop it was probably once human. Looks the right shape, wearing very outdated but very clean white shirt, suspenders, a little black bow tie, dress slacks, Oxford shoes, black leather, highly shined. What hair is there is stark white and very wispy, flyaway even, just something that the figure never got around to removing and hasn't yet fallen out itself. The skin is leathery, is very appropriate in this case. It looks like all of the moisture has been completely drained out of whatever it is, all the fat, everything. There's still some feature there, but it's mostly skeleton, the leather, old dried leather wrapped around a skeleton in such a way as you can see the knuckles articulating the vertebrae in the neck. The eyes are the only thing that still appear human. A little overlarge and piercing green, even from where you're standing, which is about 12, well, actually closer to 15 feet below.
You said there's
So,
tools everywhere, right? They all fell on the ground.
yeah, there's a lot of tools on the ground around there, rusty old saw blades, hammers, scalpels, different
Perfect.
things.
Take a scalpel and a hammer, and it's only brass. I want to punch a hole in this thing.
It's bronze.
Bronze. Okay, I still want to punch a hole in this thing. The scalpel blade itself won't, but the handle should still. I should be able to I just need something with a small point that's hard and a hammer, right? And time. So yeah.
And time. Yep.
My plan is to puncture the ball. I'm expecting the hideous version of Steam to come out, so I'm not doing it like here. I'm doing it over here.
Okay. I was going to ask.
Like
That is
opening
gonna
up a
take-
rad, you do it over there.
Yep. While you're working on that, then the figure seems to know you're doing it and does not seem to be terribly bothered by it. It looks down at all of you and says, more of you than I thought there would be. Which one of you is the fair child? And from within the thing, you hear another clang. And, fair child.
Compared to you, we're all pretty fair.
Did somebody hear that buzzing? Regardless, Fairchild, one of you must be it.
No clue what you're talking about, dumbass.
You're the angry one. Okay, we know about you. The mirrors told us. You look quite a bit like her, so you are probably not the Fairchild either.
All right, you got me. It's me, and I just keep hammering.
Juliet is doing math in her head.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. He sniffs the air.
Xander's
Hmm?
looking for a low-hanging pipe.
You
This
can
man
definitely
seems like
try.
he's on it.
Sorry, let me not.
You're good. Xander wants to go meet somebody on a platform.
Okay. What skills would he and attribute would he use to start climbing the extreme bad horror monkey bars?
Tell me it's
So
not
what's
extreme with 2 X's.
only
This one's
three
just one
X's?
X.
Speaking
Only one
of,
X? Okay.
Oh, let's
What's
Yeah, I
tell him
guess there's
Extreme
Mike
Mike
doing?
is the Fairchild.
Bet! Bet!
Mike is just he's actually over at one of the tanks, like tapping on the glass.
Of course he fucking is.
And the funny thing is, the thing in the tank, which looks kind of like somebody crossed a pufferfish with a very angry badger, and then grafted it to where somebody's head should be.
Mhm.
And that's not the worst of it, but let's not get too deep into that one. It's not even paying attention to him. He's just like tink, 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 tink. It's like, so not the Fairchild, not the Fairchild. You volunteered that a little too. He's gonna make a little roll here.
Mhm.
It was kind of treating the pipe sticking out like tree branches.
Yeah, so you want to climb?
So it's kind of more going like the survival athletics direction is where I was considering trying to
Yeah.
push for.
Alex.
That'll work.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
Alex is
Give me
gonna
the roll.
try
Oh, you-
and step in front of Extreme Mike, acting like it's Extreme Mike.
Is
you can drop the subterfuge, my dear. I know he's been here for days, and
Oh,
my
jeez.
friend down
7.
here. Oh,
Wow.
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's for you, Glory. It's another 7, but the good 7 this time.
Yep.
So good he broke roll 20.
So
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you just scurry up the pipes. It will not take you long to get there, and he doesn't appear to be terribly worried about stopping you from doing it. And he just says that one has been here for a long time, and my little friend Tank, he like stamps on the top of the tank, hasn't reacted at all.
So
He
can I
didn't
try-
really get.
Sorry,
I was just gonna. He didn't really get agitated until you five. Oh, I'm sorry. You four showed up. Number 5, we're still not sure what happened to him.
So can I try subterfuge and cunning to try and fool him? You said he was going to
You
make a
can
roll
try.
to see if he was me. Yeah. I
Yep.
also have bluffing as my skill with subterfuge. So
Okay. You need to beat a 6.
none of those, and I have one enhancement. Yeah. Oh, only 4.
4.
Nope. You try, and there's a moment of indecision on his face before it firms. And so he's like, well, in that case, discounting the idiot over there, eeny, meeny, miny, Fairchild. We've been waiting for you. My friend here came to me confused, wounded in a strange way, and yet more cognizant than his kind normally are. It took me a while to figure it out, but we had plenty of what we needed to nurse him back to health.
Tell me what you know.
You don't have enough time for all of that, my dear. But I can tell you that part of you is in this tank with my friend. And what I am just so excited to find out is
Stop
if you
talking.
kill him,
Something.
do you have anything to say, or were you just being pugnacious?
Why delay the inevitable?
Because it's fun. For me, and let's face it, that's really the important part in all of this.
I don't play.
This the science just I've hit a wall, you see. My creations, and he gestures to the other things, and he still hears Saul just tink, 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 and he sees Xander coming for him, and he says, my creations have hit a plateau. They don't truly evolve. They just change in ways advantageous and disadvantageous, much like my children.
That's literally evolving.
Not the way that I want. I
You're
need
a
something
shitty scientist.
better. Well, to be fair, I was never trained as a scientist. This is all. It started as a hobby, if you would believe that.
It shows.
Yeah, you have no schooling behind you. No wonder nothing works.
I'm gonna insult this guy to death.
He doesn't seem actually bothered by it all. He's like, I am well aware of the limitations. It doesn't help that I can't leave here very often. It's difficult to make a bubble of reality within a bubble of reality. But I've managed that much. Which of your vaunted scientists can say they have done the same? Oh, and suddenly we're all quiet.
You already know the answer.
Yeah, I do.
No one would be stupid enough like you.
Xander's looking for something that might be considered a way out for this guy because he's not dumb enough not to have a way out, unless he is, which is entirely possible. But Xander's expecting him to have some kind of escape planned.
Oh.
From your vantage, you can see there's something attached to his back in the middle of his spine, a dark cord, umbilicus, something of that nature that seems to go off into the distance behind, or possibly wrapping around back and under the tank, the holder that he's standing on.
Saul stops banging and closes his eyes and asks Elegua to open the way to allow Frendrick to come down here. Because he said he couldn't on his own.
He
It
could
might not
not
work,
on
but
his
that's
own.
his plan. So, because
There's an odd.
he wants Frendrick to come down here and absorb this guy because this guy's part of the house. So.
There's an odd tingle, but he doesn't know if it works. And oddly, that could just be, adrenaline or any number of
Yeah.
things.
He's a true believer, so he's convinced it worked. But yeah.
Yeah. Now, you see, I didn't expect to be able to lure the Fairchild in. I didn't have a lot to go on, just the memories I could see, which can play in its form like movies, incomplete movies. Is there a drill? Is somebody hearing a drill?
Yeah, it's outside here. I'm just checking to
Oh,
see
okay.
if I've got my audio
Might be
set
me.
to.
I just realized that this might sound like a drill into my mic.
No, I've got noise removals turned on, but apparently it thinks it's not catching
Thinks
it.
you're
So,
making that noise.
yeah, apparently. So
Yeah, well,
we'll just
okay.
pretend it's background noise from the building.
Okay.
Our neighbors just had a wee BB, so they are rebuilding the whole basement of their house. So.
Oh, geez.
I
So,
wish them luck.
you were
the
actually.
other one just found their lungs 2 days ago. So yeah.
Mm.
It was magnificent. It was the howl of creation, I tell you. It was amazing. Anyway.
You were actually the stumbling block in all of this. Because my friend only really wants you. You are what he thinks about. He needs the rest of you to be complete, which hasn't stopped him from adding others to his mass, but that has been incidental at best. But now you're here. And once he's complete, then I'll really see some evolution.
I'll be sure that doesn't happen. Locks eyes. Suddenly she's not scared.
You have some spine. But then again, I suppose you would have to.
Or she doesn't appear to be scared.
I think, and you see Xander getting closer, and Saul has stopped, but he hasn't figured out why.
And
But he
Alex
says,
is aiming at him.
Mhm. Once again, he doesn't seem terribly fussed about all of that. And he just goes, well, I suppose that's enough grandstanding. It's been a while since I've had anybody to talk to who didn't just scream Fairchild over and over again. Before we begin, do you have any questions? I'm in an answering mood in your final moments.
Do you know why you have no friends?
You're
Oops,
muted.
sorry, shit. Do you know why you have no friends?
I needed materials.
That's not an answer.
No, it's because
That's
you
it.
fucking suck.
I turned to Alexandria like he's not even there. I think it's because he's an asshole, and I should know, right, Mike?
Yeah. And I have a question. Why do some mountains look like presidents? And even the gentleman atop of well, whatever it is atop the tank just stops for a moment and stares like he's lost a couple of IQ points for having had to hear that.
When you pass that mountain, Mike, you should just rush more.
Rushmore. That would be a good name for a band. Um, and there's a snap of very dry fingers, and a tube of glass and brass drops down over Mike. Doesn't seem to hurt him. It's just containing him for the moment. Oh, and how terribly rude of me. I haven't introduced myself. Silas Macmillan of the Merlefield Macmillans. Not that there really are any of us left or have been for some time.
Already
That's
no need for a grand introduction.
that's the father in the vision I had upstairs, right?
Yep, that's from all the clues you've gathered, that's him.
And we're supposed to give a shit.
I know some people
No.
who would give a shit. Friendrick! And I'm concentrating now on the kids that are in Friendrick.
Mm-hmm.
I forget their names, but I would have remembered them because it didn't happen a week ago. It happened minutes ago. So, Elsa?
did.
No. Johan?
Elsa and Johan, I think.
Oh, I did remember. Fuck, okay.
Yep.
Woo!
Woo! And
So,
if that's
yeah,
wrong, that's what they are now.
In that case, instead of calling Friendrick, I call Elsa and Johan by name.
Oh, they're long dead.
I
There's
know.
no need to keep calling them.
You killed them twice.
It was necessary.
It was not. I was there. You're just
No.
an asshole.
They were dying. Medicine couldn't save them. But the stuff down there, it gives life.
What you did didn't save them.
It was better than nothing.
Is that what your wife would have said when she saw them come back? Evil?
She was happy for a time.
She would have been happier longer if they hadn't come back, though.
Well, hindsight is 20/20, as they say.
In hindsight, foresight, or current sight, you're an asshole.
He holds up his kind of hand. She's like, do I look like I care whether you think I'm an asshole or not? I am long past that, but keep parroting the same words. Maybe eventually they'll mean something. But probably not.
Does the thing on his back seem corporeal enough that it could potentially be touched?
Possibly. Like light does not appear to be going through it. It could be shadow. It could be something kind of rubbery. It's hard to say without actually getting there to touch it. I think we've reached the end of useful words, and I am eager to get on with my experiments.
I am too. I want to know if this can be pulled, okay? So stand still.
All right. Well, then we're gonna need to do a couple things here.
I would imagine so.
Let me just set this up. Where is it? It closed on me and I can't find the PDF. Where's my...
Oh no. Oh, you have
Uh-oh.
the combat rules open. Uh-oh.
Oh, he closed his nose. Quick, think of a plan.
Oh, I have.
I already have a plan. Or at least I have the beginning of one.
Juliet's been standing there like, I can't throw that far.
Yes.
Why the fuck hasn't he been shot yet?
I don't know, one with the ranged weapon?
Yeah, the one who's like, I don't know if people want me to shoot or not because Xander's climbing up.
I'm already up top.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Just don't miss.
She only has one dot in it. She's terrible.
Juliet's got the spear, right? The spear
Yeah.
point?
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah.
that's close
Well,
combat.
it's also not for Silas.
All right.
It's a ranged weapon
It's
once.
it's for the thing in the case, right? And in that moment, Saul backs away after being insulted for the 10th time. It was all just distraction anyway. He backs towards Juliet and says, "When it comes out, stab it. Silas is just noise. He's not the real problem."
All right. So we're going to be rolling initiative.
The plan.
How does that work?
And initiative is your best combat related skill plus cunning.
Ooh.
My only
So roll those
combat-related
together
skill.
So wait, it's
Your best combat skill plus cunning. If you don't have a combat skill, then cunning. And you're just counting successes. That's your...
Would you accept athletics as combat related? Or is there a specific list of combat related skills?
The combat related skills are close combat, firearms,
Mm-hmm.
possibly... I can't really... I'll allow athletics given what he's doing, but normally that wouldn't be the case if he was actually like trying to attack.
Unless your specialty in athletics was like grappling or something, then
Yeah.
maybe. But yeah,
Yeah.
I looked
So
at
wait,
that too. But
do we not roll from the initiative button? Because it's not including our cunning when we're...
Yeah, no, don't ignore the initiative button for now, apparently, and just roll the...
I would like to make an edit to how Juliet responded to Solace because it
Okay.
wouldn't have been that chill. That was the plan.
We got one.
3.
Or and then Solace got 2.
So Juliet has 4. Alex has 3. Saul has 2. And how much did Xander have?
Oh, one.
1.
One success.
Well, that's
So you're-
actually
So it's
4, 3,
so
2,
your
1.
history's continuing.
Oh yeah.
It is. Four.
For those
Okay.
curious, you're good.
Nope, go. You can say what you're saying.
If I had to pick either close combat or firearms, they're the same number, which is very convenient. The less
That is very
convenient part is
convenient.
both are 0.
they're both 0.
Oh.
Alex
All
did
right,
have
so-
a plan. She wanted to fire it at the thing in the... Because we knew it was going to come out.
Yeah, Silas is not the enemy here.
Yeah.
He's
you
not
should
even
do
in
that.
control, right? He thinks he is, but he's not. But that's all above table. So.
Yep. So we're going to start with Juliet. Whatever is going to happen hasn't happened yet, but you can hear the bronze straining and creaking, and rivets are starting to pop.
She's getting ready.
Okay. And before Alex can move, the first major sort of punched out area splits like flower petals, and pouring out of the hole is a mass of dark, clumpy protoplasm with various eyes and teeth roiling around inside of it. And it makes a beeline like water rolling down a hill towards Juliet. But since you had the first action, I will allow you to treat it. You can treat it like a held action and get a preemptive strike.
Yeah.
All right.
So roll to hit, I assume. For
Yep.
that, I believe the best options for me are close combat and dexterity.
Let's see here.
And you're using
Nope.
the spear tip, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, does that count as an enhancement?
Self-defense?
Will definitely allow
Yeah.
self-defense, but the dice pool for melee attacks is close combat plus might. It would be dexterity for ranged attacks.
Okay.
Although, no, wait, you know what? Screw the rules. Go ahead and use dexterity in this, because I imagine Juliet is not like trying to Conan this so much as stab as far away from her body as possible while
Yeah,
still getting a good stab, like fencing more than.
she's going for stabs and slashes. Like quick in, quick out.
Yep. So we're going to allow dexterity in this. Screw you, Wilbook.
Thank you. I just know it would be better for me if I rolled with dexterity.
Yep.
I thought a zombie just looked out the window next door to me, but it's the new father.
2 successes. All right. Okay, so it wiggles out of the way. Like part of it pulls back as though it's afraid of the spear tip, but not so afraid that it's not going to still try to get close to her. But that's going to be its action for the moment. It's still trying to free itself. It seems like part of it is snagged on jagged bits of bronze, and it's not easing out of the pipe as well as you would expect. So that puts it on Alex.
Empty a clip, reload.
Okay, are you emptying a clip at the blob or at
At the
Silas?
blob. At Blob.
Okay. At blob. All right.
Blob's going for my girlfriend. I'm going to kill Blob.
But
It
but
is.
you know, you had 2 ammos. Which ones did you use?
Oh, she would have used whatever the. I hate Alex. You're too fucking mean. Stop calling it that. In my head, she keeps calling it the woo woo ammo. She's like, I'm using the woo woo ammo. Whatever the fuck it does, I'm using the woo woo ammo.
Okay. Give me that dexterity plus firearms.
Alexander, I'm trying to fight for an enhancement for you, and you're not helping. Like one was cold iron, and the other one was I don't remember what the other
Oh,
option
do I
was for
get a
ammo.
extra
What's
for
your
whatever the special bullets
what's
are?
the specialty? Oh, yes, you get one
Shit.
one extra for the special bullets.
Okay. No enhancements. Yes.
Wait, if you're using before you finish, if Alex is seriously trying to empty the clip as fast as possible, you'll have to take your next action as a reload one, but it gives you an additional enhancement to the
Did I
attack
just?
bullet.
Which would
So-
be a +2.
Yeah, because you didn't include
Yes, you
the
didn't
one
roll with
yeah,
an
but I got
enhancement.
a success as 4.
So 6
Success
was your
four.
Would be
actual
6 total.
She can go halfway, fire the other half. She only has 1 dot in firearms. I can't
Okay,
imagine
so
that she's proficient in
oh
any
yeah, in
form.
that case, she's just like
Just fanning
Yep.
the hammer as best she can, which isn't great, but still something.
I saw this in Tombstone.
I saw this. I saw this at a police show. Ah!
All
Complete with screaming.
right.
As long as you start
Yes,
aiming at
complete
the
with
bottom,
screaming.
it works for a while. But yeah, even if you don't know what you're doing, the first 2 or 3 will be on target before you're shooting the roof. Yeah.
It's big enough.
It's hard to tell exactly, but it seems like don't do it that way. That's a great way to get brass in your cleavage.
Oh,
Hot brass in your cleavage, which sounds
It's-
like a title of a filthy movie, but it's just a
It
burn.
does.
Yeah.
It seems like you punched some of the slime out, some of whatever it is, and just sort of splattered it against the side of the bronze sphere. And some of the bullets have also punctured the bronze sphere, though.
Great.
And more of it is pouring out of the hole.
Mhm.
Fuck.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
From up above, Xander, you, as you're getting ready to, I assume, like leap and make a grab for the tendril or whatever it is coming out of his back, you see Silas just kind of look over at you and just. I saw this in a movie once. He just goes, and black compressed ichor sprays out of his wrist. I need you to give me are you going to try to defend, try to dodge, get out of the way, or are you just committed to your current actions?
I'll get out of the way. I've seen a skunk do this any number of times.
That's true.
This is just slightly, well, not slightly, this is horrifically worse.
All right, so you have two options.
You hurled a bucket of tomato juice on him.
Yep. You have two options. You can either do a standard defense, which is to roll reflexively roll the highest of your resilience attributes without any skills. Or you can sacrifice your entire action this turn to roll twice that. Oh, and I'm sorry, Juliet, for the miss, we add a point of momentum to the party's pool for this battle.
Wow. It doesn't seem like dodging it. It seems more like taking it point blank and just saying, I'll shrug it off, it's fine. It's convenient that he's very good at that, for the record.
It is.
I mean, he'll take it because at the same time, there's only a couple of ways to find out what it does.
That's fair. That's fair.
So
All
we'll do
right,
a straight attribute.
Okay, give me the roll.
How does 4 successes find the challenge?
4 successes is not quite Spider-Man versus Spider-Man, but Xander having been able to jump out of the way of quite a few many surprise things, skunk juice not the least of them, and being rather ready for it, or for something at least, means like in midair you twist out of the way and the stuff that he sprays out of his wrists splashes against the wall where he had just been and starts to eat into the stone.
It's either an acid or a base, and a strong one at that.
So,
Yep.
what you doing, buddy?
Rushing to the closest tank that's got a critter in it, not the big tank, but the other tanks, and I want to start banging on the glass and screaming at the creature inside to take back what's yours. I'm trying to cut the fuel, reverse the fuel flow, not feed this thing. I'm thinking persuasion and resolve, maybe.
Okay, give me the roll.
And this is not debunking theories, so no bonuses. 5 successes
Damn.
out of 8 dice.
That
Two-
is
two
one
of them
hell
exploded.
of a roll.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, they did. Well,
Because
we'll get back to what happens.
yeah,
with
his thought process is he's played enough D&D to know that trolls regenerate, but he's cutting off the fuel flow because this thing's being fed by all these tanks, so he's trying to cut off the fuel flow. But yeah, that's his turn, and then he's just
Okay.
going to go from tank. The plan is to just go from tank to tank to tank to try and do this each round.
All right, Xander,
Hello there.
what you doing, buddy? You just dodged some nasty acidic tar goo while you were climbing.
Yeah. And I want to attempt to remove a dark spike from the back of a Silas.
Okay. What you gonna do? You're used to do that.
I mean,
It will have to
He's-
be close combat at this point if you're trying
Okay.
to like grapple and grab it, because he does not want you to touch it.
it's either grapple and grab it or get close enough that he can more, I want to say, like, medically understand what it might require to remove it if he is to grapple and try to remove it, because that's not going to go well. But if the more he can learn about it first, may help that later roll.
It's your call which one you want. I'll allow either roll.
We're going to go with the medicine learning first, but I'm still, it's probably going to being like a medicine intellect is like, what can I analyze about it before I get there?
Yeah, no, that would make sense to me.
And it's definitely not natural, so we're not even going to pretend to ask like natural medicine has anything to do with this, because it's not.
It does not. No, there's nothing natural about this.
Can, if I had like eldritch medicine, maybe.
Yeah, but that's a pretty small
How
but
did you
competitive
roll?
course.
You rolled a 7. 7 successes out of 6 dice.
One of them exploded and rolled another success.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you're
Roll 20
not
is
a-
making up. Did
Uh-oh.
I
Yep.
pay for the extra roll 20 this month?
yeah, well, okay. You're not an expert in eldritch medicine, but it's very clear that it's like it's burrowed into him like a parasite through his back. You can still see like the back of the shirt is ragged for all as it's quite clean still. And around the edges you can see that leathery dark skin sort of peeled back and something almost like a extra slimy snail's foot in the hole. Looks like it's probably wrapping around his rib cage and spine and possibly even branching from there to other parts of him. From the looks of things, this is what's been keeping him alive for a long time, if you can call what he is now life.
Xander, you bastard. But okay, we'll come back to that. That's
We
your
will.
next turn.
Yep. Juliet! You gonna try and shank a bitch again?
No.
All right.
Oh, Juliet probably.
Is your name Juliet? Didn't think so. Yes, that is what I would like to do. And I think that's the only option.
It is. Now you have that point of momentum, which can be spent by team agreement to add an extra die roll. Or if you have a knack that requires momentum that you want to activate, you can use the point to do that. Or you can still hold on to it until somebody does like an uber pumped attack.
Do it.
Do
This
I
is
need?
literally why we're here, right?
Let me just cancel that then. Because so do I put that in the bonus dice?
Yes.
Okay. One additional die.
One additional die.
One enhancement. Yeah.
3. All right. Okay, this time you managed to clip it. It's not a, blow straight to the heart, but you slash that
That was
razor
10
sharp.
dice.
That was 10 dice. I mean, you can blame Xander and Saul for sucking up all the successes on things that are not actually stabbing the slime.
Hey guys, I really need that.
But
Juliet has a backup plan, but she doesn't want to use it.
yeah,
We haven't gotten there yet. It's fine.
silver and gold flame erupt out of the wounds that Juliet carves, and a fair amount of the slime that had been built up before her seems to just evaporate. The fire doesn't continue to spread. It's more like a firework going off. Don't breathe the smoke. But it's obvious that the spearhead has done appreciable damage to the thing, and it's far more wary than it had been.
Good. Down, boy. Sorry.
Which is why, now that it's its turn, Alexandria,
Yeah.
out of one of those bullet holes you made, a spear of slime erupts, going straight for the shooty person.
Mm-hmm.
So your question, as much as Xander's had been, do you want to roll your reflexive defense, which would just be your highest resilience attribute, or sacrifice your upcoming turn and roll a full defense, which gives you twice that pool?
Just reaction.
Okay. Give me the defense.
So I have no idea which one this would be. Shit.
Resilience is the bottom row of your stats.
The resilience attribute is
Resolve, stamina,
It's the
composure.
Yeah, the bottom row.
Oh.
Yeah, the ones with the
How are they looking for you, buddy?
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. You're doing great.
Composure or resolve?
Your
She
choice.
hasn't. They're both 3.
your choice on this one.
I think it's
Skip
resolve.
your turn and double it if you want.
No, she wants to fire on this thing more than anything. She's getting out every ounce of anger that she has had for the past couple of days on this thing. She's
This is its
taking it.
house.
She doesn't give a fuck. Is it so attribute only or
Attribute only. Yep.
okay? Nope, I have nothing additional. Nope. 3. 1 success.
1 success. All right. And for those watching at home, please bear with me. This is the first like real combat we've done. In part because Zane was just really good at killing things. That's kind of how it goes. All right. So the one is decent, but the spear, instead of doing damage, actually knocks the gun out of her hand.
Yeah, I'm going for my gun
Okay.
because I can't help anybody without it.
That'll take your full action to get it up and clean the goo off
Okay.
enough to use it.
Yep. And I was next anyway, so
You were next anyway, so it's like, haha, shoot me, will you? But not really, because mostly it's just sort of moaning in a number of different discordant voices. Fair child. Kind of a one-track mind here. Silas is going to just try to swing on Xander with his bony, leathery hands. Just get away from that! Yeah. I don't know why I suddenly channeled Skeletor in there, but instead of the voice I had developed for Silas. But,
Joke's on you. I like that shit.
Yep.
But as a quick reminder to everybody, because we haven't done combat before, when you get hit, the first hit is bruised, then maimed, then injured, then taken out. So essentially, you've got 4 hits before you're done.
Yep.
It depends on certain stats.
There are ways to buy or have more health levels. But nobody's really been injured. So is Xander
But
taking
anyway.
the reflexive defense, full defense, just letting him?
We'll just go straight stamina.
Okay, give me a roll.
Also for 1.
The funny thing is here, like our 2 least combat-oriented players, because I think even Saul has more combat than Xander, possibly.
2 in close combat, but he's not fighting. Yeah.
Its silence is also it's very clear once you start that Silas is more just sort of angrily flailing than he is actually fighting. There's not even like boxing attempts. He just I mean, and it's not great because his nails are long and much thicker than you would expect. Almost like claws, but not quite. But he also doesn't seem to know really how to use them effectively. So, could be worse. And is Saul hammering on another glass, or is he taking a different tack here?
Yep, just moving down the line. Or actually across. He's going to start with the ones that are closest and then work his way further away.
Okay. If he wants to give me another roll.
Persuasion and resolve. And 1 enhancement. Huzzah! 9 successes.
9?
Out of 8 dice.
fuck yeah.
I'm gonna roll 0 successes next roll.
Yeah. Just the success sponge over here is eating them up to try and convince.
Out of 8 dice, I rolled 9
Can we
successes.
save some for
Yeah.
the girl who's
With an
fighting for
enhancement.
her life?
If I'm right, then this is exactly what we need to do to keep this thing from getting tougher. So, but yeah, 9 successes. Yep. So that's the second massive success I've had trying to argue these things into taking their souls or whatever it is that it's using as fuel back.
Yep. And you still can't tell if it's doing anything, but true believer, baby.
Absolutely, 100%.
Xander, what you doing, buddy? You're on top of the tank, which is starting to shake more and more with Umbilicus guy flailing at you with his long and kind of dirty fingernails.
It's fine, but you know what's really funny about corpses is mushrooms really like corpses.
They do.
And you know what? You know what we found out plants really like? Whatever this black stuff is, that I'm pretty sure is throughout this guy's body. So we're gonna make a fun little spore cloud.
How are you making a spore cloud there, buddy?
I cultivate mushrooms.
You do. You
I'm sure I have a little pouch of like some mushroom spores somewhere that are gonna be great when they're aerosolized in this room full of black goo that plants really seem to like.
all right? So gonna need
The dex is probably gonna be more me not, dealing with the aftermath.
so what attribute and skill is he using to like? Is he trying to just like full on just pocket sand this guy in the face with mushroom spores, or well, how is Xander approaching this?
How do you the only like option like kind of that I can see is the more like the science botany of what do I have that's like more decay for, like more for decaying mushroom. But for that, it's more like science and might is really like where my head goes.
So the science part to try and figure out the best place to shove the spores, and might
To shove the spores.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What science? What do we shove? Might. Where and how hard?
Yeah.
All right, give me the roll. I love you guys. I'll just put that out there, and just the ways that you make me go, oh, well, okay.
I did not see these skills being used in this particular way.
Oh,
For a 2.
All right, well,
I breathed a couple too many in. It's gonna be a good time.
well, it's more that the thing is shaking. He's being like clawed at, kind of wildly. That's
Which should only make it easier to get spores on this guy because he's in my face.
You used the wrong mushrooms. No, everybody's just seeing shit.
We are already seeing things. That would change nothing.
Yeah,
That wouldn't
that's
change
fair.
the situation at the least.
Alex's current theory is that we all took a bad trip, and she'll probably say it
That's
after
how-
the fight.
That's how
You're still on that mushroom from like 4 days ago.
I like
Shush!
that because that's how she can function. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
so we have a tie
That
between
is gonna
the-
piss
Uh-oh.
Juliet off. Sorry.
So what I'm gonna say is, you got spores on him, but not directly in like the open back wound the way you were trying for. So we're gonna have to see how that turns out.
I mean,
So
we
it
can
wasn't like a
catfight.
total
I'll make some
miss.
holes.
Oh, this
Wait,
is-
do you have like one of
this-
those small shovels? You could use one of those.
that would be a question for Xander, but I'm just loving the image of this. So we've got like sort of like almost the nerd cat fight atop the tank between the leather nerd and the still hale outdoor nerd who carries mushroom spores with him for fun and other like small seeds. And then down below we've got magical spear and special bullets, and Saul trying to raise the congregation of horrible mutants up to overthrow their shackles.
Juliet quite literally fighting for her life.
And Juliet
Oh, yeah,
quite
that too.
literally fighting for her life. This is such a delightful mix. All right, so that goes back to Juliet.
We already know what I'm doing.
Stab, stab, stabbity, stab. Let's see if the rest of the team left any successes for Juliet this time. Everybody else is just up there.
5.
Okay, there you go.
5 success.
All right. 5 success. And it is not taking a full. So let's see what this does. All right. So you have. We'll expand on this a little bit. You have 2 successes above what you needed to hit and what was taken out for its defense. So you can do a couple of things. You can continue to inflict damage, which will inflict an injury condition. You can try to blind, although that might not work. It's got a lot of eyes in a lot of places, some of them quite unpleasant. Can't really disarm. In fact, I don't think there's. No, you don't actually want to do any of this, I don't think, or can. So I'm assuming we're just going to go with damage.
Yeah.
Because I was looking, it's like, break up, grapple, disarm, knock down, seize. It's slime. Slime with a lot of things in it. Some eyes and teeth for mouthfeel or texture. All right, so you get another really good slash in. There's another eruption of that silver gold fire, and more of it just poofs into nothingness while more, stuff continues to pour out of the tank. But the tank can't last forever, and you definitely have it hurting. It's a lot of it is masked just outside of stabbing range. Like it's almost pacing, trying to figure a way out to get to you without getting shanked and evaporated.
But here's the thing. If it eats me, it eats the blade.
It does. It does. And it may be thinking that, but we'll see. No. Miss, my character tried to sacrifice herself for everything under the sun on Sundays. Does not get to give that look. She's better now. But
She's so much better.
She got better.
She got much better.
This isn't a thing Juliet wants.
yeah,
It's just a fact she's aware of.
All right. So, the goop, the stuff, it bunches up right near the spout for a moment, just piles in on itself, and then explodes outward, sending tendrils of itself at Saul, Juliet, and Alexandria. It's going to be, since it's splitting its action, you've got a better chance to avoid it, but it's playing the long game, or maybe the wide game in this one. So everybody give me, assuming you want to defend, give me your reflexive defense, which is once again, your highest resilience.
Juliet.
A full-on miss for Alexandria.
So here's the thing. Juliet would try to protect Alex.
No, Alex wouldn't let you. Doesn't matter.
She can't do shit about it. Juliet's in close quarters.
I don't think they are. I've been
Thing
seeing
is-
this like she's fighting on one side and Alex is fighting on the other side of it.
You also
But the
said
tendril
earlier
has to
you
pass
backed
Juliet.
away to shoot it, right? So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Is my thought.
Well, there's a tendril coming directly at Juliet, one heading directly for Saul, and one heading for Alexandria past.
I rolled
Like
one
all three of
success.
you have something, one success. Okay.
Roll for yourself. Julie, you know Alex doesn't deserve it.
Yeah,
Or
but
just
Juliet
rely.
would protect Alex.
Here's the other thing to keep in mind. Alexandria was knocked out of position when she went for her gun after it was knocked out of her hand.
So she's probably even further away.
I'll be right back.
Because
Next
And
time I
correct
think
me if
there's
I'm
combat,
wrong.
I'm gonna get an actual map for this. I didn't.
yeah, because correct me if I'm wrong. The way that I'm seeing it is or not Alex. Juliet's much closer to the beast
Tank and the thing.
to Jelly. Alex is probably about way out here, and Saul's even further out.
Sorry, how do I roll just...
So all three have to go by Juliet to hit us.
Yep.
And how do you roll just? I'm sorry, what were you asking, Ren?
How do I roll just the one die?
Just attribute is the first option under the thing.
Hang on.
I hope that helps.
Awesome.
Okay. So,
This isn't. It's not true to character though. She would
I-
try to.
I have to interrupt here. There is a forest fire 7 kilometers from my house, so I have to go.
oh, okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. Be
I can see the
safe.
glow over the hill, so I'll keep you guys updated in Discord. But I gotta go. So
Yep,
sorry.
we'll
for
pick
the
this
end-
up
stream
again
ends.
another
Stay
time.
safe.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Yep. Stay safe. Go. Stay safe.